Welcome. I'm Richard Hosnett. I'm your host for this in-depth wisdom series. My goal is to help you live a wisdom-inspired life by sharing with you some profound and deep wisdom that can truly better your life and help you live a wisdom-inspired life. The source of all the wisdom in this series comes from Paramahansa Yogananda, a God-realized enlightened avatar who founded the Self-Realization Fellowship and left us with a wealth of wisdom in books and teachings. Check them out on the Self-Realization Fellowship. Having said that, in these series, I'd share with you not only the profound wisdom, simple profound wisdom, and by that I mean it can really make a positive difference in your life. But I go beyond just sharing it with you by sharing the benefits of that wisdom and how you can develop more of this wisdom attribute in your life. In this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you some wisdom, deeper wisdom, on the topic of meditation. And the reason I'm doing that is because meditation is exquisitely important in living a wisdom-inspired life. But I've also mentioned its importance in several previous episodes. So I want to build on that and a Yogananda quote that I think really hits the nail on the head for how important meditation is. So here's the quote. Meditation is the real panacea, read that solution, by which man can permanently cure himself of the daydream of matter and all its evils, and realize himself as pure spirit. At the heart of this is meditation is the path, the most direct path, the most powerful tool that we have as humans to make progress, to realize ourselves as being pure spirit, to achieve enlightenment and know God. Okay, so quickly again, meditation is the real panacea by which man can permanently cure himself of the daydream of matter and all its evils and realize himself as pure spirit. Well, as important as it is, it's often regarded as meditation's often regarded as a practice where we can deepen our connection to the divine or a higher power, such as God. And while meditation, it comes in a variety of forms, it can have different secular outlines and basis and all of that. The fundamentals are consistent across every tradition that I'm aware of. The advice and purpose on meditation practice is providing us a point of focus in our meditation to let the monkey mind, all those chattering ideas, gradually settle. And speaking of settling, in a previous episode, I shared with you a great picture of what meditation is about. And that is that when we sit to meditate, we are like a jar of muddy water. And if we'll just let it settle, what emerges is the mud and all the junk in our mind settles to the bottom, and in the top, there emerges clear water or clarity, okay? And we get that settling process by various methods of focusing on a mantra, an object, words like, and various kinds of things. There is not a tremendous amount of advantage to one method over another when you begin, but there are levels of meditation. So let me talk a little bit more about what meditation is about. I said that there are levels of meditation, and there is meditation if you're just starting out. And that meditation is finding a point of focus, whether you're going to focus on your breath, a mantra, or some other form of paying attention to a sacred word or something of that nature. And starting out, I generally recommend people consider meditating 10 to 15 minutes a day at about the same time and every day, and then consider having a longer meditation on the weekend or a day that you're not working. Okay? After you've spent a fair amount of time, depending on your current level of development, you can gain access to higher forms of meditation. And the very best source for that, in all my decades of looking at sources, is the Self-Realization Fellowship, where you can purchase at a very affordable price lessons which gradually introduce you to higher forms of meditation that can dramatically accelerate your progress. Okay? And all of this is for the purpose of not only settling, but expanding your levels of consciousness to higher levels, which is a sequence necessary if you're going to achieve enlightenment or fully realize a wisdom-inspired life. Okay, so a few more things about what meditation is all about. It's focused awareness, and it helps us become attuned to the presence of God or a divine force. Focused awareness, to get all the distractions out of our. Next is inner silence and stillness, which is part of that settling process, but really, really settling down. Meditating in a place that's quiet so you're not distracted by sounds and other sorts of things. Meditating in nature can also be very beneficial, but meditation involves being comfortable where you sit and how you sit. Some people show meditation always being done cross-legged. I'm glad that's not a requirement because my legs won't do that. But you want to be comfortable, and you want to have your back straight, your chin level, and a few other things that you can learn about, especially if you do the Self-Realization Fellowship lessons. Next, part of advice on meditation is introspection and self-reflection. Namely, getting to know yourself better. Self-awareness, getting to know your thoughts, your values, your goals, and especially those that are relevant to your spiritual journey on the way to living fully a wisdom-inspired life. Next is cultivating the presence of God. And this is experiencing a sense of divine presence or communion with God. This usually comes a little bit further down the spiritual journey road, but you can experience that presence when your meditation is highly effective. In the deep, abiding peace of meditation, you can experience the divine presence and communion with God. And lastly, you want to be able to open your heart. Cultivate feelings of love, compassion, and gratitude. By opening the heart and cultivating these positive emotions, individuals create a receptive space for a deeper connection to God. Okay? All of this stuff is very, very important when you have a meditation practice. So I'm giving you some general advice here. If you have sources that are working for you and how to do a meditation practice, boy, stick with them. Graduate to higher forms when you become ready. It is a personal journey that can be shaped by your religious beliefs, spiritual background, and your personal experiences. So again, that great quote from Yogananda is, meditation is the real panacea by which man can permanently cure himself of the daydream of matter and all its evils, and realize himself as pure spirit. As always, I deeply appreciate the opportunity to be with you, and I look forward to reconnecting with you soon.